We're going to move on now. King Charles is all smiles and waves at the royal Easter get-together yesterday.
Well, we're happy to see that the King is obviously feeling well enough to appear in public. He looks okay there. I mean, given the severity of, well, the illness of cancer, it's an incredibly serious condition, and given his age, any sort of a sprightly movement at this point in time, I think, is to be welcomed. And of course, this all comes off the back of the furore around the Princess of Wales, and the rumours and stories, and then obviously the revelations about her health situation. I think it must be said, actually, whatever you think of King Charles, I think him being very upfront about his diagnosis and telling people this is something that you need to take seriously. Again, men often don't go to the doctor about these things or leave them until it's too late. I think it's a very good thing, and then also be putting on a brave face for the rest of the family, taking the heat off the Princess of Wales. That's already happened, obviously, but, going out in public and meeting people, it's a welcome thing to see, because I think actually everybody increasingly knows somebody who has got cancer, who has been ill, and it's really sort of an awful situation to have to face.
It is absolutely, and of course what we've seen is it's driven men to go and get checked out for prostate cancer, for example, which is fantastic. Rebecca, is there an issue here? And I mentioned it earlier, the King wanted a slimmed-down monarchy, and of course actually now that's a major problem, because when you look at the numbers of working royals, they're very low, and the Duke of Kent is 88, Princess Alexandra of Kent is 87. The Duke and Duchess of Gloucester, well, they're spring chickens. They're just 79 and 77. So you haven't got any working royals.
No, and also, the idea of the monarchy, I think the vision was that it was going to be this kind of young, vital, modern institution with Kate and William. And now, like you say, you've got kind of, slightly the sort of older scale of now these...
they're definitely old.
Very old.
Yeah.
Out and about kind of representing this institution. I mean, it really hasn't worked out very well. And the Queen, I mean, she has picked up so much work, hasn't she? I mean, what a phenomenal... And we all kind of know, Camilla, I think, is not renowned for her kind of work ethic, is it? I think she kind of famously likes to sort of, take things easy, and she absolutely hasn't. She's embraced this role, with incredible gusto. And him yesterday, kind of out and about, reassuring people, and an incredible symbol to people who have cancer or have family members with cancer. That life goes on. I think is
I found
very
it fascinating. He's shaking people's hands actually, because there was a lot of talk, wasn't there, actually, that he wouldn't be doing that because of the treatment that he's under and so on. So actually, in some ways, that's a very positive thing that he feels he can do that.
Is it down to him for having slimmed down the monarchy, though, or did we just lose some key members?
We did. I think we were a bit careless, weren't we? And we lost two. We lost two pretty quickly.
Yeah. We lost three. I suppose Andrew wasn't our fault.
No, I think he lost himself. We slightly lost the others. But I think the plan. I think the plan would have made sense. Young families, cool young people going out and kind of modernising this institution was great, and then it's obviously sort of slightly back.
Because Beatrice and Eugenie, they were never going to be working royals. No. It's just Harry, Meghan, and
Kate, and they would.
Well, and Andrew's still at the Easter ceremony.
Right.
But that is also because of his the progeniture, isn't it? It's because he's basically there because of where he was born in this line of succession.
But what about Fergie? Fergie got divorced. Well, she's definitely not part of the royal family, but she's there.
What, do you want her on the subbench?
Well, no. I like her very much, but it's just so interesting that people say, well, Andrew has to be there because he's a member of the family. Well, Fergie's not.
No, but it's also interesting, do you think there's a role now for Harry and Meghan to come back? Because we need some younger people. I think there'll be many people... Well, maybe there'll be people, spitting out their cornflakes listening to them.
Yes, do you think they'd have a warm welcome? I don't think they would, but we could do with them.
As much as we're talking about slimming down the royal family, we are not short of dukes and duchesses who don't have a lot of things going on that you could draft in if it was a real emergency. I don't think you need
they're like the D-list, aren't they, at that point? You want some, you want Harry and Meghan.
A duke is not good enough for you, Becca.
Absolutely.
All right, then.
I want a Marchioness or a Viscount. I want a Viscount biscuit, actually. I wouldn't say no to that right now.